Today, we're taking a deep dive into a smartphone that's breaking barriers and setting new records in the Indian smartphone market. I'm talking about the brand new iQOO Z10 5G, a phone that comes with a monstrous 7,300 milliamp hour battery, all packed inside a surprisingly slim and lightweight frame, that too in a sleek body, and at a price under $240. Sounds too good to be true? Let's start with the unboxing. iQOO Z10 come in this complete box, which means it includes all the items. Let's unbox. As soon as you open the box, you get the iQOO Z10 right at the top. Let's put it aside and see what's deep inside. You will get the warranty card, then you'll find a transparent TPU case, which is not a hard case. It's a flexible transparent TPU case. And yes, the box includes a 90-watt fast charger. Along with that, you get a Type A to Type C cable. And then last, you get a SIM ejector tool. So in short, you get a full unboxing experience. You get everything you need with the smartphone. Now, coming to the design, this is where iQOO has done a wonderful job. The color variant I have is Glacier Silver, and it looks simply stunning. The back has a matte finish with glacier-inspired patterns that give it a premium yet youthful feel. The circular camera module is neatly integrated, and the whole back panel curves smoothly into the frame. The phone weighs only 199 grams and has a thickness of just 7.89 millimeters. The phone comes with IP65 certification, which means it's dust and water splash resistant. Plus, it has military-grade impact resistance certification, which adds a bit more confidence in terms of durability, although of course, you should still use a case. Let's talk about that beautiful display next. The iQOO Z10 features a 6.77-inch Full HD plus AMOLED display with 120 Hz refresh rate. But here's the catch. It's not just a regular AMOLED. This is a quad curve display, which means it curves subtly on all four sides. It's not overly aggressive like some flagship curves, but just enough to add that premium edge and immersive feel. It's a 10-bit panel, supports 1 billion colors, and gets impressively bright. The peak brightness goes up to 1,300 nits in normal outdoor conditions. And iQOO claims 5,000 nits peak brightness under certain scenarios. Of course, that depends on HDR playback in specific conditions. Moving on to the audio or music quality, sadly, it doesn't come with Dolby Atmos support. Also, instead of dual stereo speakers, you're only getting a single bottom-firing speaker. Yes, the sound quality is decent for a single speaker, but honestly, at this price range, we were expecting dual stereo speakers for a better immersive experience. There's also an in-display fingerprint scanner, which is fast and reliable. Under the hood, the iQOO Z10 is powered by the Snapdragon 7S Gen 3 processor. This chipset is paired with LPDDR4X RAM and UFS 2.2 storage. Talking about performance scores, let's take a look in Geekbench test. It scored 1,177 in single core and 3,240 in multi-core. And in Geekbench Wildlife test, it scored 3,936. And in last, in AnTuTu, it scored more than 8 lakh, which is a big step up from last year's. But numbers don't mean much if real-world gaming doesn't hold up. So we tested it with BGMI. In BGMI, it supports smooth plus 60 FPS settings and delivers an average of 57 FPS over a 30-minute session. And max it goes up to Ultra HDR. And in Ultra HDR, you get average FPS. The best part? Thermal control. Thanks to its massive vapor chamber, the phone never really heats up much even during long gaming sessions. For casual to semi-pro gamers, this phone is definitely a treat. If you're a hardcore gamer, you might consider the Neo series, but for most users, this is more than enough. Now let's get to the headline feature, the 7,300 milliamp hour battery. This battery is built using advanced silicon carbon tech, allowing a massive capacity without adding bulk. Charging is just as impressive. The phone supports 90-watt fast charging. It charges from 0 to 100% in about 45 to 50 minutes. For a battery this big, that's phenomenal. Moving on to the camera setup. On the rear, you get a 50-megapixel Sony main sensor with OIS, along with a 2-megapixel depth sensor. There's also a ring-shaped module that houses an IR blaster and a flash. While the rear design might look like it has multiple sensors, it's basically a dual camera system. On the front, you get a 32-megapixel selfie camera, which is a major upgrade from the 16-megapixel on the previous Z9. The camera also supports 4K 30 frames per second video recording on both front and rear cameras. The iQOO Z10 runs on Android 15, layered with FunTouch OS 15. iQOO promises 2 years of Android updates and 3 years of security patches, which is fair for its price. Like most Vivo iQOO phones, the UI comes with some preloaded apps, hot games, a few third-party apps, but most of them can be uninstalled or disabled. So, is the iQOO Z10 5G worth buying? Absolutely. If you want the biggest battery and the slimmest possible form factor with great performance, a beautiful curved display, a decent camera setup, and super fast charging, this is a fantastic option. So, friends, that was the complete in-depth review of the iQOO Z10 5G. What do you think of this phone? Would you consider buying it? Do you think it could have been even better? Drop your thoughts down in the comments.